you're in need of a creative boost when it comes to your guitar soloing, I like to teach a technique that I call the accordion trick, which is basically learning how to think about things in terms of smaller distances or intervals, and then counter that with something that's a larger distance or larger interval. So let's say, for instance, I was in the key of G major or E minor here, and I did this. I'm going to go to the 5th fret of the 4th string. I'm going to play 5 to 7, and then on the next string, I'm going to play 5 to 9. And what that does is it shakes up the similarity of always playing in what we'll call a closed or boxed position when you play that sort of thing. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to take a normal size interval for a scale and then span out on the next one, and I'm going to keep changing that. So I'm moving from here, and the next string I'm going to play 7 and 8, so again a smaller interval. And you can even hear just that much can sound really cool when you're playing. And you can do something else. Let's keep going though. We're going to make a larger interval on the 1st string. So I have. So here I'm going from 7 to 12. Now I could slide into that 12 if I like the sound of that better. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be fast. It's just the difference between the smaller and larger distances. And then maybe I come off of that. I'm playing 12 and 8 now. And then drop back to 7. And then maybe I go closed again to end the lick out. And you can really do that anywhere. It's just getting used to being able to see a couple of different positions. If you're more of a pentatonic thinker, you could take 2 different positions anywhere and start thinking, well, if I was in, for instance, E minor, I have, that'd be like my 5th position, and that'd be my 1st position. So I could start thinking, well, if I move from here into that, and I could come down here. Now here, those notes would double, right? Which would be okay. There'd be nothing wrong with that. But maybe what I'll do in this position is I'm only going to play 1 note on this string. So I have, and then I get to the next string, I'm going to span out again to those. So I have, and you could do this anywhere you want. However you like. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can approach this. I'm just going to stay strictly pentatonic for now. But so as I do this, I could make something like that. And see right here, I just went to that note. And maybe I ultimately decide I like the top of that a little bit more, so I just use that. I was just having a conversation with a student a little bit ago today, and I was talking about how it's so important when you learn something new from a video or from a book or whatever it is, and you like it and it seems like it's something that you could get mileage out of, you don't always have to play it exactly the same way that the instructor or the instruction shows you how to do it. You might need to tweak it a little bit to figure out the best way of playing it. Maybe the fingering changes, or maybe the picking changes, or maybe you change a note here and there. If you understand the bigger picture of what's happening here, of thinking smaller and larger distances, and you move back and forth between those, whether you're doing it in one position, whether you're doing it over a couple of different positions, whatever works for you, but thinking about that can drastically change the way that you're approaching things when you solo.